Hello! Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be books that I've read so far in 2026. And I know what you're thinking. What do you mean? Last year you didn't read your first book until July. What do you mean it's February and you have a whole video to make about books you've read so far? That's crazy. Who are you? Yes, the rumors are true. I have read a book. I've actually read 2.95 books. I'm very, very close to being done with this book, as you can see. I'm definitely going to finish it today. I'm a really fast reader. I just don't read very often, and if you don't know who I am, I'm a librarian. So I am surrounded by books at all times, but I don't read if I'm not at work. And I'm gonna stop that because I love reading. So anyway, so we'll talk about the books that I've read so far this year. So, well, let's start over. Okay, so last year was the first year that I've read in a very long time, like years. I had a goal of 12 books for last year and I got to 8, but my first book I didn't read until over halfway through the year. So 8 books in 5-6 months, that's not so bad. This year I have the same goal of 12. So if I finish reading this book today, I'll have 3. And I'm in February. I'm really excited about this. So the books that I've read so far, should I go to one side so that way I can put a little picture here? The first book that I read was Cat's People by Tania Guerrero. I really liked this book. This is a beautiful book too. And all these books I've gotten from my library. So Cat's People was really, really cute. It was a story about a feral cat and the people that love him, and they all kind of come together, and it kind of is a very community story. It's very beautiful. I really liked this story. I think it was technically like a fiction, like adult fiction book. It was really, really good, really heartwarming, just a great story. I am a big animal girly. The fact that this is the only animal book that I've read so far this year is a little shocking. Last year, 80% of the books that I read were animal books, specifically about animal welfare, but this year I'm doing more fiction, although there is a nonfiction book I've read here. I can't help myself. But Tania Guerrero, I've never read anything from her before, but I really liked her writing style. I cared about every single character. Everyone was really fleshed out. They felt like real people. I cared about everyone. That is such a big thing for me. If I'm reading a fiction book or watching something and I don't care about the characters, it's not going to have an impression on me. I'm not going to care. That's my main thing about Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't care about any of them. So it makes me also, that Chris, what is his name? No, not Chris Evans. That's the other guy. What's his name? Chris? Is he Chris Pine? Oh, so many Chris's. I can't stand him. So that is another thing. Anyway, I care about the people in this story. And the cat, of course. So that one 5 stars. Although I give everything 5 stars. If I don't give it anything, I didn't really care about it. But I have my Goodreads, everything has a 5 star, and if I didn't think it was 5 stars, I don't rate it because I don't like that negativity. So anyway, the second book that I read was The 2000s Made Me Gay: Essays on Pop Culture by Grace Perry. I have wanted to read this book for a couple months now because every time that I search in our catalog Taylor Swift, this book comes up as an option, and I'm always like, oh, that sounds so good. It was very good. It was nonfiction. It was like a recounting of the early 2000s and how the narrator, Grace Perry, kind of came into herself and guess, admitted to herself and realized that she was gay, and the culture around that and what we saw on TV and music and movies and everything around that time featuring LGBTQIA representation, basically. It was a very, very good book. I, just like with the other one, you know, I cared about her. I loved her writing style. It felt like we were just friends chatting. It was easy to like her. It was a great, really good story. I really liked it. I'm a young millennial. I'm a cusper because I'm 1996, so I'm the last year of millennial, and she was born in 1989, so she's a little bit older than me. So some of the things that she was talking about, I was a little too young for, but she had a great way of explaining what she's talking about to where if you didn't know the show she was talking about, you still understood and you got the message. And I really liked it. It was easy to read. It took me a little bit to read just because I'm only reading at work, so I'm only reading during my 15-minute breaks and my lunches, so it takes me a while to read these books, but I think if you have this on your own, it would be a quick read. Every chapter has a really funny name, and that chapter is relating to that name. So one of the last chapters was Taylor Swift made me a U-Haul dyke, and that's why it kept coming up in my search of Taylor Swift in our catalog, which I thought was really funny. So it goes in depth into different things like Glee, the L Word, what was that? The Challenge. What do they call that? The Real World, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it was really cool. It was cool to read, and I liked her. So that was my second book that I read this year. That was another 5-star rating. And I'm currently reading Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. And if you saw one of my last videos, which was my throwback vlog of going to Belize and Cozumel, I was reading Not in Love. I never finished that book. My bookmark is still safely put where it was at the end of that cruise, and I know exactly where that book is, and maybe after I read this I might poke around in it a little bit, but this we just got in the library yesterday, and a lot of times our books have holds on them, specifically new books. They usually have holds on them, so I was like, I'm going to try to read this very quickly so that way the next person can read them, because it is, like, we just got this book. So I really like it. It is... Oh, should I have... I need to get better at this. Should I have read the blurb of these stories? Anyway, the blurb of this one, from now on I'm going to do that. I'm not just going to go into my feelings about them. I'll read the blurb. Okay, so here's the blurb for this one. Level up with this spicy enemies to lovers novella set in the world of video gaming. Now for the first time in print. So I think this was a ebook or something. I mean, not an ebook, audiobook. It might have been something else too, but I only found it on Goodreads as an audiobook. So, here we go. Viola Bowen has the chance of a lifetime to design a video game based on her all-time favorite book series. The only problem, her co-lead is Jesse effing Andrews, aka her arch nemesis. Jesse has made it abundantly clear over the years that he wants nothing to do with her, and Viola has no idea why. When their bosses insist that a wintry retreat is the perfect team-building exercise, Viola can't think of anything worse. Being freezing cold in a remote mountain lodge, knowing Jesse is right next door? No, thank you. But as the snow piles on, Viola discovers there's more to Jesse than she once knew. Than she knew. And heat builds up in more ways than one. Includes an all-new bonus chapter. So, we are on page 145, or chapter 15, and I like it. I like it so far, so I'm sure I'll like it all the way, because that's all we have left. we've read all this, and I started it yesterday, so I am really proud of myself. I love books that are this small. This is less than 200 pages. It's yeah, I just saw 183 as one of the last pages, so I really like a short book. That makes me so passionate and excited to keep reading, because it's not like, God, I'm never going to finish this book, you know? And this is an easy, quick read. I mean, as you can see, it's not that many words on each page. I like it. I like it. It's cute. It's really cute. I don't know super much about video games, but I do know a little bit. So I knew some of the stuff that they were talking about. Like, in one of the other chapters, they were fighting about Fallout, and I'm currently playing Fallout with my boyfriend. He has a Twitch. It's called Apollo Plays Live, and we are currently streaming me playing Fallout for the first time, and I made my character. I named her Beatrice, and she's adorable. She's so cute. So I was like, oh my god, I know what Fallout is. I played it I'm playing it currently. So anyway, but I really like it. I like the characters. It's a cute little story. It is a little spicy. I'm not a spicy kind of girl. I really don't read spicy books at all. So like something like this is good because it's short, and then it's like, okay, now let's read a story about animal welfare. Like, you know, so it's like it's digestible for me, someone who does not read stuff like that. So just in case you were wondering, it is a little sexy, but it's not crazy. So there's that, but I like that one. Also, I've started using NetGalley, if you've ever heard of that. It's where you can request to read advanced reader copies of books, and you can like give them feedback on it, or I guess like review it or something. So I got approved to read Pet Placement Society by Primo Gallinosa. And it's a Disney graphic novel. It looks like this. I've started reading it, but I haven't gotten very far because I'm not a big e-reader, but it's pretty cute. So I'm going to tell you what the description is for this, and I'm kind of reading this one. So what I'll probably do is I'll finish this one, and then I'll fully read this one and review it and everything, because I think I only have like 50 days to read the book or something like that. So I want to read it, give my thoughts, and then kind of move on. So it doesn't come out until March 31st, but it's a graphic novel for like tweens ages 12 to 8. I mean, that's backwards, 8 to 12, which is my age group that I make programs for. So I am like the tween gal. I make programs for tweens, so I like reading stuff for that age group as well. So it says, in this graphic novel series, perfect for animal lovers and fans of the Babysitters Club, a group of tweens form a club to help find the perfect homes for animals at the local shelter while learning how to deal with middle school drama. 12-year-old Mia is having a hard time. Her parents are arguing about overcrowding at the animal shelter they own. Her best friend Lily is suddenly no longer interested in the things they used to do together, and it's been impossible for her classmates to agree on a topic for their big group project. With so much going wrong, Mia just wants to do one thing right. She attempts to befriend one of the students in her project group, a new kid named Riley, by pressuring him to adopt a dog from her parents' shelter. Riley reluctantly agrees, but it isn't long before he brings the dog back. It wasn't a perfect fit, and Riley wasn't ready for the responsibility. But Mia isn't discouraged. If anything, she's more determined than ever to solve all her problems, starting with her parents' shelter. If she can find the perfect homes for the animals there, Mia can help her family, bring her school group together, and maybe even reconnect with Lily. With some luck and hard work, anything is possible. This sounds so cute. I really like the art style. I'm very, very new to reading it. Let me see. I don't know if I can really show you. But anyway, I'm just going to show you this one page. That's all you get. And then you got to read it yourself. It says, "But it's not all fun and games with animals. There comes poop. A whole lot of poop." But yeah, the art style is really, really cute. So far, I mean, I'm only on page 12 of 210. So I literally just started. I just wanted to see what I think. And it's adorable. I love this guy in the corner pooping. That's what I look like. Anyway, it's really cute so far, so I think I'm really gonna like it. I'm trying to give like really insightful feedback on stuff like that, and then I'm also going to see if it's something that I think other people would like and would be something that could be checked out a lot. I can recommend it to be bought for the library, because if you've heard about Baker and Taylor, they went out of business. That was the distributor for like a lot of books like that. They brought us our books. So right now we're kind of like in limbo a little bit with books, new books to get. So it may be a little bit before we get this book, and we might be a little more picky right now than usual, but I'm going to put it on a list if I like it, and see what happens. And the other book that I was approved for NetGalley was Crafting for Your Cat. And there were some really cute crafts in there. So I'm actually ready to do a review for them, but I wanted to do like a bigger review for them too. Like I wanted to do one of the crafts for it. So I may start with just reviewing it on the app, and then I'm thinking I might do like a video of doing crafts, like making DIY toys for my cat using the book. Let me show you what the Crafting for the Cat thing looks like. Oh, it's not out yet. March 17th. This is what this book looks like. Crafting for Your Cat. Very cute. Great pictures in it. Here's one of the pictures. So anyway, so I would really like to do something for this, so I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just poking around with the idea for now, but I think that would be pretty cool. I just got a Chuck E. Cheese member newsletter. I go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot. Anyway, so there's that. And I'm also doing a lot of events right now, so like programs. And I'm doing a cat program, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so that is what I'm reading right now. Next, I'm reading, but I have a lot of books that I checked out right now. I also have the Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I've wanted to read that for a while. I already renewed it. Like, I've had it for 3 weeks already, but I've been reading other things. But, like, I want it in my possession. So, like, but that'll probably be the next library book that I read after Two Can Play. So it might be, like, Two Can Play, Pet Placement Society, and then go back to the Do-Over. And the Pet Placement Society, I'm really quick at reading graphic novels, so that shouldn't take long, especially a graphic novel for juvenile. This shouldn't take long at all. So but yeah, tell me what that's so annoying. I have so much ice in my cup. I've been drinking so much water, and like, look how much ice I put in it. I'm like, tell me what you've been reading. I would love to hear how is it going? What's your goal? How are you doing with your goal? I'm shockingly impressed with myself. Yeah, tell me what you think, if you've read these books that I'm talking about, or if there's books that you think I would like based on what I've been reading. Let me know. There is a book that I really want to read. If you follow Simon Sitz on Instagram, her book's coming out soon, and it's called Dogs, Boys, and Other Things I've Cried About. Something like that. I've already pitched that to the library because I really want that. But Anyway, if you have any other like animal books that you think I would like that, let me know. And I'll see you in my next one. Subscribe if you wanna. Okay, bye.